Welcome to another episode of Royo on Tour. We are still in Denmark and enjoying the view and traveling up more north in Jutland. So I would say, come on and join us in our trip more north. Jutland is divided into 4 regions: Northern Jutland, Eastern Jutland, South Jutland and West Jutland. Northern Jutland, where we are going now, is separated by the Limfjord. Hey, this biker!
I've seen him before.
Yes!
And we still love it to drive between those rapeseed fields. The trees here do not yet have leaves, but thick buds that are about to burst open. The further north you get in Europe, the later spring arrives. In Denmark, spring really starts a month later than in the Netherlands, because you are further north in Europe, as I told before. So we now see all the plants and trees in bloom that are already past their prime in the Netherlands. Besides enjoying the rapeseed fields, while driving we also enjoy the small villages and the quiet traffic on the rural roads with barely a roundabout.
And a lack of speed bumps. On our way, following the coastline, we passed the Kalø ruin, the Kalø castle, which was connected by the mainland by a 500-meter long official dike. This dike was raised 1.2 meter above sea level. The building on the island had fallen in disrepair under Swedish occupation during the wars between Sweden and Denmark in the years 1643 and 1645. In 1662 was decided to demolish the ruin, and the usual materials were used to build the palace in Copenhagen, now called Charlottenburg Palace. Oh, my princess, welcome to my castle. What do you think about my castle?
It's a little bit ruined.
This was the cellar.
The cellar of this tower was the original part of the earliest castle. Above the cellar were 3 stories, the uppermost of which was converted by a brick arch. The gate of the main courtyard was flanked by the enormous main tower of the castle. We were impressed by this beautiful stair structure that didn't harm this ruin, and that it was also free to visit. Originally, the sole entrance of the tower was situated in the top story, or the one just below, in connection to the east wing of the castle. The ring mole surrounding the entire complex was probably topped by a sentry walk. It's jutted over the outer side of the walls.
The only ones still living here are the crows. They build nests in these holes. What a beautiful view of the bay. Through the hole in the wall, you just see some kayakers rowing in this bay. With a final view of this ruin, we went back, past the well and backwards to the van. When you have seen more episodes of our tours, you know we like the unpaved roads.
What I didn't tell you is that I planned a route today as much as possible along the coastline.
And we continued our way more north, looking for a nice place for a coffee break. And here we stop for a coffee break at the beach. What did you say? We had a coffee break with...
Tea biscuits.
That does not sound very good.
No. In Holland we name them marietjes.
Thee biscuit.
Yes, tea biscuits.
Yes. So my dear, that was a nice trip you planned it.
Thank you.
I enjoy it very much along the shoreline, at the coastline.
Yes.
Yes, it was a beautiful ride.
Beautiful ride, yes. So far, this vacation has been beautiful sunny weather, and we are taking full advantage of that by walking along the beach.
Following the coastline, we arrived to our next overnight stop. This is near an old lighthouse. There seems no overnight restrictions, so we put our van here and we are going to enjoy a nice sunset and hopefully a quiet night.
You will see the lighthouse again. And there, behind the grey car, there should be our bus, our camper, but you can't see it because it's so small. We like it.
As there is not so much wind today, I like to fly around this lighthouse for a while. Today is a very special day because we are not the smallest camper van. a very special day. In the distance you can see a ferry sailing back and forth from Denmark to Sweden. And of course, if there is a beautiful evening like this, I take a time-lapse of the setting sun. The next day, we take a walk to what looks like an old lighthouse. But it turns out to be a part of the Atlantic Wall from the Second World War. On a clear day you can see Sweden and several other coastal towns and harbors. That is what the Germans thought when they built this bunker. This bunker is now used as a birdwatch cabin, but you can also spot some other wildlife here. There is a whole walking path along different parts that were used in the Second World War, such as these anti-aircraft guns.
After seeing these remains of the Second World War, we walk back to the bus. And we are looking for a new adventure for the next episode. Hopefully you will join us again in this new episode.